SHINee has done so much for the K-pop industry and are truly one of a kind. Yes, they are. Just wanted to make an appreciation post about SHINee because honestly, as of late, I've seen so many people discredit them and their success all over social media and just felt the need to talk about them. As a group, they've done so much to influence the industry, and one of the big ones is the amount of idols they've influenced. I'm pretty sure the list of names of idols and other industry professionals that have mentioned SHINee and specifically Taemin as a group they admire and look up to is well over 200 names, which is insane when you think about it. How different the industry would be had it not been for SHINee, the amount of groups and idols that wouldn't be the same without them. I mean, even Obama is a shower. That is true. Not only that, but the trends they've started in Korea, skinny jeans and SHINee are synonymous. They popularized wearing skinny jeans. Another aspect in which they've influenced fashion is Taemin's androgynous look. While he wasn't necessarily the first, he's inspired other idols to have a more behave. Wait, what? He's inspired other idols to have a more Wait, he's inspired other idols to have a more gender-neutral closet. I'm guessing that's what they're trying to say. Jonghyun managed to convince SM, a company notorious for not giving idols any songwriting control, to let them write songs for SHINee and so many other artists. I'm pretty sure he's one of the few idols that has written songs for others. Him and Minho are responsible for some of SHINee's big hits. This has allowed for more SM groups and idols to have greater creative control over their albums. Another thing, Key's album designs since Bad Love seem to have sparked something within SM when they're becoming more and more creative with the album concepts and how the albums looks. And I've seen other groups and idols with similar levels of creativity, and it's something for Key to have sparked a wave of more creativity. Onyu has been credited as creating a soft image, hoping to break down stereotypes about what men look like in the industry, and his voice, oh my god, his voice is beautiful and just so calming. While Taemin wasn't the first idol debut solo while he's still active in the group, his solo debut sparked a wave of solos from some of his own seniors. His solo debut also sparked the creation of the term ace, as after the album came out, he was referred to as the ace of K-pop, meaning that he is the creator and OG of ace of K-pop. Obviously, you can't talk about SHINee's impact and not talk about their social activism. Specifically, Jonghyun, he was one of the first idols to speak openly about his struggles with his mental health, somewhat normalizing these discussions. He's also been outspoken against reforms made in Korea that would have a negative impact on society. He supported comfort women and called for more action from the Korean government to address the issue. He openly supported a transgender student and shared the letter the student wrote, as well as pushing back against the homophobic backlash internet war got. He changed his profile picture to something that represents an anti-Vietnam War stance, as well as speaking up about Gaza in 2014. He's always been an ally of the LGBT community and a feminist. Minho has well shown his support of the LGBT community through his acting gig in Yumi's Cell, playing a gay character and saying that he hoped people would feel comfortable through it. In an industry where every move is scrutinized, it's so important to have these small moments where idols show support to marginalized communities. SHINee is truly a one-of-a-kind group that has done so much for their fans to support them, for the industry, and in general. I truly hope to see them together for years to come. SHINee is the group that got me into K-pop. I was playing with my wrestling toys, just doing a little yah in the wrestling ring, and my sister was like, "Hey Elder, come look at this." And I was like, "Okay," because my sister showed me everything, and it was SHINee's Lucifer, and I immediately fell in love with it. I thought, yo, SHINee, they're so cool. And like, yeah, I got into more K-pop groups like Super Junior at the time, Big Bang, 21, SNSD, Wonder Girls. Yeah, I got into them, but my heart was still with SHINee, and my heart will always be with SHINee. And the SHINee impact that they've had, like, it can't be denied. It can't be denied. Like, Taemin. Let's just talk about Taemin alone. The amount of idols he inspired is absolutely insane. The amount of idols that want to do like a TikTok dance challenge with him is endless. Like, so many idols are like, "Oh, I saw Taemin dance, I want to be an idol. I heard Taemin's song, I want to be an idol. I heard him sing, I want to be an idol." Taemin is the one K-pop idol that inspired the most K-pop idols. Taemin is your favorite K-pop idol's favorite K-pop idol. The amount of things he's done, like his solo work is absolutely fantastic, and it's just as good as his group work. And he's been doing it since he was like 14, 15, which is concerning. But the fact that he's been able to persevere and push through in such a competitive industry from such a young age, and yet still able to stand on his 2 feet, he's truly incredible. And Onyu is, I'd say, the most underappreciated member of the group, because I mean he's the leader, yet he's not showcased as much while being one of the best vocalists in K-pop of all time. Like I thought as a kid I thought I was singing like Onyu. I wasn't. I'm a bad singer. But Onyu is truly one of the best voices ever, and the way that he can bring like an audience together, and like he's a very comforting person. He feels very safe. He feels very nice. And like I want to talk about Minho and Key as a duo, because they're one of my favorite K-pop duos of all time. They're just so funny, but also very comforting. Like they seem like they are the duo that fight with each other, but if something happens to Taemin or Onyu, they're gonna fight somebody. And I love that, and I just love their dynamic, and they're both just insanely talented. All of SHINee are insanely talented. Like he's a variety show star. He knows how to be in a variety show. He knows how to be entertaining. And then there's Minho, who's like, I believe he's done acting and stuff, and he's also like very entertaining, very funny, but he's also very inspirational. And like he still remembered, like there was this show called Hello Baby where a K-pop group would take care of a baby, and after years, Minho still recognized the baby after it being like now like a preteen. Like they're truly inspirational. And last but not least, the late Jonghyun. He's my bias in SHINee. I'm still saying he's my bias. Like, yes, may he rest in peace, but he'll still be my bias. Always loved him. His vocals are insane. The energy that he's always put in every stage is fantastic. He is, in my opinion, the best vocalist in K-pop of all time. Possibly. That's what I'm saying. Him. I'm saying him, or Onyu, or Dio. Those three. That's my big three in terms of vocalists. Or Inkwan from BTV. Him as well. But yeah, Jonghyun, he's great. He always will be. He will always be remembered. Yeah, SHINee, I met SHINee, like, although it's my sister who introduced me to K-pop, SHINee is the group that introduced me to K-pop. It's my sister and SHINee that are both the reason why I'm here today. And I just wish that they got the recognition that they deserved, because K-pop would not be the same without them. Don't you think there are some groups that are inactive because they simply don't feel much interest in working as a group anymore? That's honestly pretty common, I think. I saw WJSN's XE reveal that the group has no plans for the 10th anniversary so far, and they want to focus on solo activities after the contract renewals. I can imagine how difficult it is to coordinate all the members when they have different activities like dramas and such, but haven't you thought that maybe their interests have changed and that's the reason for their inactivity? It's an example, but I think it could be applied to other groups, where while they release music as soloists, they haven't as a group, or even if they haven't released anything as a soloist at all, there are no signs of group comeback even though they have renewed. Yeah, pretty much. K-pop groups are marketed as like besties, they're good friends, they're like best friends working together, they train for years together, they know each other well, they're really tight, they're basically siblings, but in reality, some of these idols probably see being an idol just as a job and seeing their group mates as just workmates. And I might get a lot of flack for this, but I personally think that if that's how they feel, that's perfectly okay, because like although they're marketed in a way that like, oh yeah, they're good friends and all that, but at the end of the day, if they feel like they're just with co-workers all the time and they see K-pop as just a job, then that's just how it is. Because the thing is, not every single K-pop idol wanted to be a K-pop idol, and like if you're going to be working with the same people every single day, every single second, like some of these K-pop groups, they train with these same people for years, and then now they're working with these people for years, and they also live with these people for years. They're not always gonna be like, you know, like I'm pretty sure every K-pop group has had fights, obviously, but I'm pretty sure there are so many K-pop groups that are like, okay, like I've known this person, I see this person every second, every day, I don't really want to be considered friends with this person or hang out with this person, because that's just natural. Okay, like I know, like I'm probably crushing a lot of dreams for some people, but at the end of the day, they will most likely be workmates. They most likely see each other as a work. Well, not most likely, but like it's like being a K-pop idol, it's a job, you know, and you get paid doing it. Well, some get paid doing it, and the thing is, like, they don't like if they don't like you. How do I say this? People grow, people change, and sometimes they'll no longer feel like they want to do it anymore. Like tons of second gen idols became actors and actresses simply because they no longer had interest in being an idol anymore. And like, yes, they also became an actor and actress because like they wanted to continue work in the entertainment industry. They actually wanted to get paid because second gen idols didn't really get paid that well, especially the smaller companies. But also because that's what they've been wanting to do. Like, for example, Dreamcatcher's Gahyun, she's looking to do more acting work. And like, she hasn't renewed her contract with Dreamcatcher's company. So she's looking to do more acting and more stuff for herself. But she's still technically a part of Dreamcatcher. It's just that Dreamcatcher are going to do less as a group simply because I believe 2 of the members have not renewed their contract. And like, usually if that's the case, the group does less group stuff, and like that's pretty natural. Like, here's the thing. If I'm going to be in a K-pop group, I want me and my K-pop group to be a group and be known as a group for forever. Because like, if that's our dream, that's what we want to do. I want to be known as a group and stay as a group for as long as we can. But if they also want to do solo activity and no longer want to do group work as well, then I would perfectly understand. Because after all, they're all human. They change. They have their own dreams. They want to do their own thing, and that's perfectly fine. Like, yes, there are groups, there are teams, and all of that in this world. But at the end of the day, people move on. People move to different things. People, like in K-pop, they can't really move to different groups. I was about to do like a football analogy, like different teams, but that's not usually the case. But in terms of company, like some companies don't have the connections or the like experience to help the idols do things that they want to do. So sometimes the idol needs to leave the company and be signed to another company to do like acting or just like other things. It's most of the time idols turn into actors, variety show stars, I'd say as well. And yeah, because like, here's the thing, like not every group can be like BTS, where BTS just stay together forever and they're going to continue to work in the same company forever. That pretty much built one of the biggest companies in K-pop. Like, there's an exception, and Shinhwa, although they're technically still together, I believe they're the longest running boy group of all time, like in all of music. I'm not 100% sure. Like, they're still a group, but they haven't had a comeback in, I think, even a decade. I think it's been a decade since they last had a group comeback. I could be completely wrong there, but they're still technically a group. They're all doing their own thing still, and they're all still okay. Like, with WJSN, I don't think there's any animosity, and a lot of people are forgetting about the fact that the Chinese members are still technically on hiatus. It has been at least a 6-year hiatus from K-pop. Like, they've been popping off in China, and like that's usually the case for Chinese idols. And the thing is, like, they've like officially left, but the Starship hasn't put any official statement on it. Like, the whole WJSN situation is very complicated. Like, they had a strong start, and then they added Yeonjung, and then the Chinese members decided, okay, we're going to do some work in China. That's pretty natural for K-pop, a Chinese K-pop idol to do. And then they just never came back, and they continued to be on hiatus. And then they had some comebacks, and then it started to be like once a year comebacks, and then they started elongating. And then some members decided to not renew their contracts with Starship. And then, it just kind of went downhill from there, and not a lot of group activity ever since. And a lot of the members have become actors and actresses. And the thing is, like, a hot take, WJSN are doing way better as actors than they were as idols. They've had some fantastic songs, absolutely bangers, but like them as actresses, they're actually not only successful, they're honestly really good. They're really good. Even my mom knows about them. If my mom knows about a K-pop idol, that means they're a very good actress or actor, because she's a K-drama. K-drama to her is K-pop to me. So yeah, WJ said, I just feel sorry for them. Like, they had potential. They literally had IVE potential. Like, they were under Starship and they had a strong start, but you know, it just doesn't work out for everybody. And like with other groups, let's say SNSD, they were a group for like, how long has it been since they last had a group thing? I mean, they did have something in 2021 or whatever. And wait, 2021? No, 2023 was it? Or was it even last year? I have no clue. But yeah, I like they were a group for so long, and then they were like, okay, listen, we've been doing this for like 10 years. Let's just do our own thing. So all right, cool beans. And now they're popping off. So like groups will naturally not want to do group work forever. Like BTS, for example, right before they hit military, they did a ton of solo work, and that was their hiatus. That was their hiatus before they would all go military, which is insane. Which is absolutely insane. Like, and then they would still do dance challenges with each other during the solo work. Like say what you will about BTS, those boys definitely love each other, and I respect them for that. But like, yeah, BTS, they want to do solo work too, and it's only natural for a group of people that you're constantly with for every single second for like 7 years. That's usually the contract. It's natural for people to want to do their own thing, and you know, and usually soloists want to do a lot of collaborations. Kind of like the opposite. Like soloists would do a lot of work on their own, and then they want to collab. Groups, they do a lot of stuff with their group, and then they want to do solo work. That's just how it naturally goes. Like for example, with me, I've been doing this content creation thing by myself for a very long time, and now I'm down to collab. I'm down to do something. You know, it's just a natural thing to do. And although sometimes it may mean the end of the group, but sometimes it's not. And at the end of the day, every single idol, every single celebrity or whatever, they're entitled to do what they want with their projects, and whatever they do, as long as they want to do it and they're happy doing it, just let them be.